Stockton Beach is full of some pretty amazing history, from shipwrecks to tank traps to stop armies landing on the beach, through to Tin City, which is still in use today. Tin City is an eclectic collection of fishermen's shacks which sprung up over the last 60 years or so on the sand dunes. But don't get any ideas, folks, they're not allowed to be bought or sold, and the building of new shacks is forbidden too. Seeing Stockton Beach from the ground is simply awesome, but from the air is pretty special as well. It gives you a real appreciation of the enormity of this ecosystem.
When you watch a lot of beginners jump on the sand for the very first time, it's amazing to see them try and fight the steering wheel as you jump in and out of the little undulations and the wheel tracks. Driving up the beach, you need loose hands on the steering wheel because the vehicle will most of the time find its own way along the tracks. It is a good idea to drive in other people's wheel tracks because simply the sand is going to be firmer there, so you're not making a new track through virgin sand. Momentum is always your friend on the beach because if you do happen to hit a soft patch of sand, then you will bog down and you could happen to get bogged. But if you've got some momentum on your side, then chances are you can just accelerate a little bit further when it does get soft and you'll drive out onto the hard stuff in no time. But when I say momentum, don't get that mixed up with high speed. That's certainly not what we want. And on most of the beaches around Australia, there is a speed limit. On Stockton Beach, that speed limit is 40 kilometres per hour, and it's a very sensible speed limit indeed. When your tyre pressures are down, make sure you don't make any sharp or hard turns. Otherwise, you actually risk peeling your tyre right off the rim. When you pull up to park, it's always a very smart idea to park on the downhill so that it's easy to take off, but more importantly, to actually park above the high tide mark. A lot of vehicles have parked, then they get bogged trying to get out, and the tide comes up and goodbye Forby. A really nice little courtesy amongst beach drivers is to always use your indicators if there's a vehicle coming in the other direction. This stops any collisions and it just lets the other person know which way you're going.